Hello and welcome to 5 School of Motoring. This is another full test video for one of our learners. Unfortunately, learner did not pass the test, but later on we're going to be talking about why. The test was taken at Heaton Driving Test Centre. Learner is with the examiner now and they have just moved off. Now out of this car park, examiner will tell learner to turn right. And speed limit on this road is 20 miles an hour. And now at the end of this road, examiner will tell learner to turn left. Remember, if you turn in left at the end of this road, the speed limit will still be 20 miles an hour. But if you turn in right, the speed limit will be 30 miles an hour. At the end of this road, learner will be turning left, so that will be end of 20 zone, and the new road is 30 miles an hour. At the traffic lights, learner will be told to turn right. And at the end of this road, examiner will tell learner to turn right. You can see the stop sign on the left, and there's a solid line at the end of this road, so you must stop there and ideally use your handbrake to confirm your intention. And then you can crawl to improve your view. And the speed limit has not changed, so the speed limit is still 30 miles an hour on the main road. And now learner will be told to pull up on the left somewhere safe. It looks like this is going to be start of independent driving, and the examiner will tell learner to follow sat nav for 20 minutes. And learner will be told to move off when it's safe to do so. Now learner is coming up to the mini roundabout. That's where they'll be taking first exit on the left. And just after the junction on the left hand side, there is a 40 miles an hour sign, so the speed limit will change to 40 miles an hour. And there is a 30 miles an hour speed limit sign coming up ahead, so the speed limit has changed back to 30 miles an hour. And now the learner is coming up to the set of traffic lights. This is where learner will be turning right. And just before the white line, speed limit will change to 20 miles an hour. And speed limit will change to 30 miles an hour again. There's a national speed limit sign coming up ahead, so it's a single carriageway, so the speed limit will be 60 miles an hour now. There's a 30 miles an hour speed limit sign coming up, so speed limit is changed again to 30 miles an hour. There's a mini roundabout ahead. Learner will be turning left to take first exit on that. Now we are coming up to double mini roundabout. At that double mini roundabout, learner will be following the road ahead. There is no new speed limit sign, so the speed limit has not changed. It's still 30 miles an hour. Learner will be turning left to the traffic lights, and just before the traffic light, speed limit is changing to 40 miles an hour. Sometimes learners make mistake there. There's a green filter light on, so if that is on, you need to continue. And ahead, the speed limit will change again to 30 miles an hour. At the traffic light, learner will be told to turn right towards Keighley. That is the reason he's staying in the right lane. Now at the traffic lights, learner will be following the signs towards Bradford, which is a left turn at the traffic lights. Soon after the left turn, there is another signboard which says Bradford is right. You can see that now, so you have to be in the right lane to take that right turn, and Bradford is right at this set of traffic lights. This is where learner made a serious mistake. When learner stopped at the traffic light, forgot to change gear because it was downhill. He was still in third gear and he just rolled slowly. Now because you are turning right at the traffic light, so you've got to give way to the oncoming traffic, so the car was slowly rolling. But as soon as you save, the learner will try and move off, and that's where learner stalled, as you will see in a second. He moves off and then stalls here, and there was traffic behind. He had to stop, start the engine and move off again, and this was the reason learner failed the test. And the mistake was serious for moving off safely. Right, there is a 50 miles an hour sign coming up ahead. Learner will be joining dual carriageway, so it's important picking up speed, checking mirrors, signalling right, and looking over your right shoulder a quick glance to make sure no one is in your blind spot. Now learner is approaching Bingley Roundabout. This is where he'll be told to turn right to take second exit towards Willesden. I have made a separate video on it which is on YouTube. I'll leave the link in the description on how to deal with that roundabout. And just before the roundabout, speed limit will change to 40 miles an hour. At the set of traffic lights, learner will be told to turn left towards Willesden and speed limit will change to 30 miles an hour now. And now at the double mini roundabout, learner will be following the road ahead. And then there is another mini roundabout. This is where learner will be going straight ahead to take first exit. And speed limit ahead will change to 40 miles an hour. At the traffic light, learner will be going straight ahead. There's a 30 miles an hour speed limit sign ahead, so the speed limit will change to 30 miles an hour. Learner will follow the road ahead at the traffic lights. Now examiner will tell learner to pull up on the left somewhere safe. And he'll be told to move off when it's safe to do so. The examiner will tell learner to take next road on the left. Now learner will be pulling up on the left, somewhere safe. close enough to the car in front and leaving enough room to move off. And now learner will move off when it's safe. At the end of the road, learner will be told to turn right. And then learner will take next road on the right onto Scotchman Road. Now examiner will ask learner to carry out a maneuver, which is pull up on the right, submerge safe. Now learner has pulled up on the right, and now examiner will tell learner to reverse couple of cars length. And now learner will be told to move off to rejoin the traffic. Now there is a 20 miles an hour speed sign. Speed limit will change to 20 miles an hour, and examiner will tell learner to take next road on the left. and then learner will be taking next road on the left again into the test centre car park. It's quite a sharp one, so examiner will normally tell you to slow down. Normally it's good to take that in first gear in case traffic is coming out, and then examiner will tell this learner to pull up in any of the bays in front, and that is where he's going to be given bad news that he has failed the test. And that was the only serious mistake which we have already talked about, stalling because the learner moved off in third gear. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope this video was helpful.